Welcome home, sir. You need to pay attention to control the time today. With every passing hour, I remind you once. Enjoy your time, sir.
Hark, ye legends have returned. I didn't expect thee back after Part 1's horrors. Yet here thou art, ready for more suffering. Thy dedication is admirable or concerning, perhaps both. Thy loyalty shall be remembered when the compiler gods claim my soul. Welcome back. Grab snacks and settle in. Today we descend again into OS development's abyss. Let the chaos commence. For those whose memory is corrupted like a badly allocated buffer, here's Part 1's recap. We foolishly built an OS from nothing using AI and caffeine. People called me mad. They said touch grass. I didn't listen. We set up our dev environment, took forever, summoned the angry Rust compiler and installed Chemu to avoid destroying hardware. Then we wrote the bootloader, the first software that runs when a computer awakens. No OS to help, no standard library, just thee and raw metal. There were errors, so many they contradicted each other. Warnings about everything. I aged 15 years. My coffee consumption concerned doctors, yet we survived. The bootloader drew breath. The madness began. Now we continue. Part 1 was dipping toes in water. Part 2 is diving headfirst into the Mariana Trench. Except the water is assembly and the fish are compiler errors trying to bite our face off. We're forging the Oz's bones, fundamental structures holding everything together. Like building a house of pure logic where bricks are bytes. We need a solid foundation. Without it, everything crumbles like sandcastles, or my hopes when I see a 3 a.m. kernel panic. Today, the AI and I wrestle low-level programming. We whisper to the CPU, beg memory to cooperate, negotiate with registers like diplomats preventing war. This is primal programming. No frameworks, no libraries, no NPM install, just raw code, hardware, and determination. Let the coding commence. The bootloader is alive but weak, like a newborn dragon that can't breathe fire yet. It needs structure, purpose, therapy. The AI guides me. Sometimes its answers work beautifully, sometimes they summon demons. It giveth and taketh away. We're coding before the OS exists. Comprehend the madness, no Windows, Linux, or Mac OS, just the void. We're wizards, tired, confused wizards sustained by energy drinks and failure fear. Rust is our weapon, sharp, precise, unforgiving. Why Rust? Memory safety isn't just a feature, it's a lifestyle, a religion. It's all that stands between us and collapse. The borrow checker is our priest. We confess sins through compiler errors. Every unsafe attempt, it stops and judges us. Usually the answer is no. In C, we'd have corrupted memory 17 times already. The program would run while secretly everything burned. Rust protects us. Rust cares. It's the strict parent we needed. The technical arts, we build core structures, fundamental blocks everything rests on. Get them wrong, the kingdom crumbles. Get them right, maybe it works. Memory is a vast ocean of bytes, billions of units holding numbers 0 to 255. That's it, just numbers. We create structures to organize chaos where the kernel lives, where the stack begins, where memory allocation is safe. This is memory mapping. We're drawing memory territories like medieval cartographers. Here be kernel. Here be stack. Here be dragons, memory mapped hardware that crashes if touched wrong. Interrupts are messengers bursting into the throne room with urgent news. The CPU executes instructions when suddenly, interrupt. Something needs attention now. Our OS needs interrupt handlers, servants ready for messengers. We're not implementing them fully yet, just laying groundwork. Brutal honesty, this isn't easy. If anyone says OS development is straightforward, they're lying or ascended beyond human comprehension. During recording, I questioned all my life choices. I stared at the screen, wondering if I should have been a farmer. Farmers don't get compiler errors. I stared at errors that mocked me personally. The compiler knew exactly what would hurt most. I asked the AI for help. It gave perfect-looking code. I copied it confidently. Then I compiled. It was a beautifully crafted trap. The AI hallucinated code from a parallel universe. In ours, it didn't work. This happens often. AI is powerful but not infallible. Trust but verify, especially when it learned from internet chaos. Bare metal debugging is special pain. No print statements to save thee. No console, no output. Just the cold void of a useless screen. No debugger holds thy hand. No breakpoints. Just thee the code and the eternal mystery of failure. When OS development fails, thou gets two outcomes: black screen, guess the failure among thousands, or instant reboot, gaslighting thee into questioning reality. But we push forward. Legends don't surrender. Despite suffering, progress is made. Real progress thou canst point to and say, this exists now. We have data structures, proper ones holding system state, tracking memory. We have working functions that compile without error. In this realm, a clean compile is a miracle. We watch the compiler finish without red text and weep joy tears. Piece by piece, we build something real that boots and runs. It's slow work. OSes aren't built in a day, but we progress. That's all that matters. The OS might become fully functional or explode spectacularly. We'll wait and see. This is Chapter 2. The road ahead is long with challenges that terrify lesser developers. But not us. We're committed. Future trials await: memory management, deciding which bytes deserve life; interrupts, teaching our OS to listen; schedulers, CPU time coordinator, and file systems. The road is long. The compiler is unforgiving. Bugs hide in shadows. But together, as a community, we prevail. Or fail spectacularly. Either makes excellent content. We reach Part 2's end. If thou watched this entire video, thou art a patience warrior. We built, we struggled, we questioned existence. Yet here we stand victorious. The OS lives, barely perhaps, weakly certainly, but it lives. Now I need thy assistance. The kingdom needs thee, thy support, engagement, clicks on the algorithm's buttons. Smash that subscribe button with 1,000-night force. Ring the notification bell as if the kingdom depends on it, because it does. Leave a comment below. I read every single one. Share wisdom, suggestions, experiences. Tell me what thou wantst in Part 3. Thou art not just a viewer, thou art a co-creator. Share this video across the realm. Post it on social media, Reddit, Discord. Thy engagement fuels this journey. Every view, like, comment, share, it all matters. Without thee, I'm a lone developer screaming into the void. With thee, we're a fellowship. Farewell, legends. Return to thy lives and projects. But carry this knowledge somewhere: a fellow developer fights the compiler. Write code. Break things. Learn from thy failures. This is the programmer's way. May thy variables never be undefined. May thy pointers never dangle. May thy loops always terminate. And most importantly, may thy code compile on first try. Stay curious. Stay chaotic. Stay caffeinated. The compiler be with thee. See thee in Part 3.